What are the characteristics of the old culture and the emerging culture? So I asked the question, they gave responses, and I came back here and started to share them. And as I started casting around, several people almost simultaneously said, oh, what you're sharing sounds so much like this 1950s parable that Theodore Wedell came up with in 1953. And how many of you have heard of this little parable? I know some of you, Kirk Hathaway wrote a book about what we can know about churches today, and he used this parable. But everywhere I go, I realize we need to say it more often. It's really powerful. So I'm going to take the liberty of reading it to you while you have it here on the screen. On a dangerous seacoast where shipwrecks often occur, there was once a crude little life-saving. The building was just a hut, and there was only one boat. But the few devoted members kept a constant watch over, with no thought for themselves, went out day and night tirelessly searching for the lost. Some of those who were saved and various others in the surrounding area wanted to become associated with the station and gave of their time and money and effort for the support of its work. New boats were bought and new crews trained. The little life-saving station grew. Some of the members of the station were unhappy that the building was so crude and poorly equipped. They felt that a more comfortable place should be provided as the first refuge of those from the sea. They replaced the emergency cots with beds and put better furniture in the enlarged building. Now the life-saving station became a popular gathering place for its members, and they decorated it beautifully because they used it as sort of a club. Members were now interested in going to sea on life-saving missions, so they hired lifeboat crews to do this work. The life-saving motif in the club's decorations, and there was a liturgical lifeboat in the room where the club's initiations were held. About this time, a large ship wrecked off the coast in boatloads of cold, wet, and half-drowned people. They were dirty and sick. Many had yellow and brown skin. The beautiful new club was in chaos. So the property committee immediately had a shower house built where victims of shipwrecks could be cleaned up before coming inside. At the next meeting, there was a split among the club membership. Most of the members wanted to stop the club's life-saving activities as being unpleasant and a hindrance to life of the club. Some members life-saving as their primary purpose and pointed out that they were still called a life station. But they were finally voted down and told that if they wanted to save lives of all the various kinds of people who were shipwrecked in those waters, they could begin their own life-saving station. So they did. As the years went by, the new station experienced the same changes that had occurred in the old. It evolved into a club, and yet another life-saving station was founded. History continued to repeat itself. Seacoast today, you will find a number of exclusive clubs along that shore. Shipwrecks are frequent in those waters. Most of the people drown. I get itchy, even when I'm reading this. It feels like a lot of the work we do in congregational development and redevelopment is in the exclusive clubs. And that's okay. But it's helpful to stay clear about the context of what we're doing. And that's why I bring this up. I love a well-decorated club, especially if I'm already a member and welcome. But